What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, me going over the UR seasonal ticket from the Jumping Box Part 1 event, and we're going to be going over which character you guys want to be picking depending on who you own in your account or who is going to be the best to actually pick up. So let's hop into the video. Before we actually hop into the video, make sure to subscribe to your boy Amazing. We are on the road to the 40,000 subscribers. I almost said 35k. We're on the road to 40,000 subscribers. If you guys enjoy the channel and all the content on it, man, definitely make sure to subscribe. Your boy's been posting every single day, double uploads a day, so I hope you guys do enjoy. And with that out of the way, man, let's hop in and let's go over each character and their kits and why they're used, and then we'll talk about which one you guys will actually want to be picking at the end. So starting off with the, we'll go from left to right. So we're starting off with the Guardian Elaine here. So this is the Sweet Temptation Guardian Elaine. For you guys that don't know, this Elaine is a backline support character for death matches. So for her passive here, increases allies stat related buffs by half of their values in deathmatch, excluding extort. So pretty much the way this works is that let's say you're getting a buff in deathmatch and it's gonna be like, you know, let's say it's like 30% HP, right? Let's say you're getting the Arthur buff. You get a 30% attack, defense, and HP. Pretty much what happens is half of that is going to be 15. You add 15 on top of the 30 you already have to get 45%. So if you have those buffs, it gives you half of your stat related buffs, and it increases the amount by that value. So yeah, it's actually really strong for like OG Demon and Crimson Demon, because you're able to amplify, literally amplify your amplified buffs. So you do more damage, right? It's just a given, right? So this is going to be a really good backline for those death matches right there. And in terms of her actual kit itself, nothing too crazy and not anything too notable. Her ultimate's cancel buffs and stanza, which isn't really good. She has a defense related lower on all enemies, which is not really going to matter in deathmatch. And then the gauge fill on the first card right there, nothing too crazy. Overall, you're really only going to be using this character in the backline on death matches, so that is her main use. Her other use as well is that because she is a, I think this is a Valentine's character if I'm not mistaken, right? She does have the outfit that guarantees you the one of the cosmetic drops. I forget exactly which one it is, but she does guarantee one of the cosmetic drops right there. So that's going to be Guardian Elaine. Moving on to the next character, guys, we got the Holy Knight Diane. This is the Eternal Promise Holy Knight Diane. So she is not going to be a character that really does too much that you would want a Diane to do. If you already have like Queen Diane, then this Diane's not going to be great, because what she's trying to do is increase giant allies damage dealt. Now the problem is with that is that she is a Diane, and because she's a Diane, you have to use either her or Queen Diane, and Queen Diane is just outright completely better than her overall. So in that sense, you're not really going to use this character. But then again, if you don't have this Diane in your box because she's a seasonal character and you're just missing her, then she is definitely not bad to pick up, at least for the box you see, because you're going to be getting a lot of that. So yeah, and then in terms of her ultimate here, it's just going to be attack percent straight up. This is going to be allows only the use of rank 1 skills for 2 turns, and then this first skill here is going to be disabling ultimate moves as well. So yeah, she's nothing too crazy. But then again, guys, if you don't own her of the rest of the bunch and you have the rest of the characters but you don't own Diane specifically, she might not be a bad pickup. Other than that though, I would not recommend this Diane. Moving on, guys, we do have Mercenary Maternity, the Halloween version. And Halloween Maternity is a really good character, because if we look at her passive here, for every 1% of the hero's diminished HP, increases allies regeneration rate by 2% at the start of the allies turn. And pretty much, if you guys don't know what regeneration rate is, it's pretty much your start of turn healing. So when you start your turn and you're about to attack, that's going to be the amount of healing you actually gain. And because the way Matrona works is that the lower her HP, the higher the regeneration rate for the team. It makes it so that whenever she takes a ton of damage, the entire team is going to heal, and that's really useful on some of the Demonic Beast battles. Now, should you be using Matrona or Queen Diane as your taunt unit on Demonic Beast battle? I personally recommend Queen Diane over her, but Matrona is a really good free-to-play option because of the fact that her taunt actually does last 3 turns, something to take into account. It's a rank 1, 3-turn taunt, and always stays 3 turns no matter the rank. And then she does also have buff removal, which is something that a lot of people might be missing out on with their characters, and also with the stance removal as well, which is really strong. Her ultimate is also also a D rank ultimate, which makes it so that the enemy actually loses their gauge if they have higher rank skills, which actually is really strong on Demonic Beast Battle 2. So overall, Mercenary Matrona is going to be like one of those characters that if you don't have a taunt character for like bird and deer and like you know, those types of, you know, Demonic Beast battles, then you definitely want to pick up a Matrona copy because she's going to be really strong for that. So moving on from Matrona, guys, we do have the red Dinosaur Liz. So she is going to be mainly used for the SA Queen dungeon. So if we go to her unique here, when an ally uses a skill in the time limit dungeon, it deals additional damage equal to 40% of the enemy's HP increased by a unique or buff. So pretty much the way this works is that whenever you're attacking into an enemy in time limit dungeon that has increased HP, you do an additional 40% damage to that enemy, which is really good, right? Because the enemies you fight in SA Queen dungeon and Anvil dungeon are just super tanky. So having this extra damage you deal is going to make it a lot quicker because you are on a time limit as well while doing them, you know, hence the time limit dungeon name. So yeah, overall she's pretty good for that. Her skills aren't the craziest, you know, she has shatter single target, and then she has single target 600% attack, with her ultimate being just straight up shatter as well. So she's not going to be a character you're running on field, but she's definitely a character that you can have in the backline for the time limit dungeon, and she's going to be a really strong option for you to clear SA Coin dungeon, let's say, or your Anvil dungeon super quickly. So just something to take note, guys. That is the Dinosaur Liz right there. Moving on to the final character here, guys, we got the Blessing of the Earth Diane, the Summer Diane. Now she is the character that I'm going to be recommending to a lot of you guys, and the reason why is because this Summer Diane is really good. She's going to increase allies skill ranks at the start of the allies turn if the allies in deathmatch are all of different races, increases their basic stats by 30%, and applies debuff immunity for 3 turns. Limit once, heroes with additional races will be counted as dual race characters. And so the way this works is that when you have a team of different race characters, you actually rank up the entire team. You get the you know, the Arthur buff pretty much that you would normally get with a rank 3 Arthur, and it's just a really strong ability, guys. So if you do not have Diane for your OG demon runs or your like Crimson Demons runs or any like deathmatch that you do that's not on hell difficulty, she is going to be the go-to character for the rank up and the buff, because she gives the buff outright and she gives the rank up, and all you have to do is run different race characters. With her being a giant race character, you're not really going to be running another giant race alongside that, right? So she is really good in that, right? So after looking at all the characters, guys, who should you be picking at the very end? In my opinion, it's going to be the Blessing of the Earth Diane, and the reason why is just because she's a really good support with her passive. And I didn't even go over her skills here. She has Amplify Single Target, which does work really well with the fact that she's getting her own buffs, and then she does have Power Strike AoE, which, you know, it's AoE, so it's not going to be as strong as like a single target Power Strike, but it's still really good. And then her ultimate obviously giving the damage dealt. I think overall Blessing of the Earth Diane is going to be the #1 option. But let's say you already own Summer Diane, guys. Who should you pick after that? I would say it probably comes down to Matrona and then Guardian Elaine. I feel like those two characters are the ones you would go for next, because Matrona is definitely going to help you with your Demonic Beast battle, and Elaine's really going to help your damage in like OG Demon, let's say, or like your Crimson Demon, right? So you have those two options. I feel like Matrona is probably the #2 though overall, just because of how much she's able to provide for the Demonic Beast battle. And then after that, I would be Elaine, as I mentioned, and then it would be Dinosaur Liz, and then it would be the Diane. So in that order, depending on which characters you own, that should be who you guys should be picking from this your seasonal ticket, so that you guys get the best bang for your buck. So yeah, #1 recommendation is going to be the Diane. #2 is going to be Matrona. #3 is going to be Elaine. #4 is going to be Dinosaur Liz, and #5 is going to be the Holy Knight Diane. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day.